and I say, like, that's not who I am, respectfully. Like, let me know if that changes anything. And she texts me, yes, it does. Respectfully, you can cancel the flight. Then I asked her, so even though I'm gonna pay for the flight and pay for everything when you get down here for like dates and all that stuff, like, you don't want to see me because I'm not paying for your nails?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Motivation Nation is your host, Air Gordon, and we are back for another one. Another video got sent to us. What we gonna do? We gonna do what we normally do. And what do? We react to videos, we give our opinion, we keep the comments going. We keep the conversation going down in the comments. So if you're new here, sit back, relax, enjoy the content, and get down in the comments and let me know your thoughts and opinions on what's going on here. So let's see what this brother is talking about. So with no further ado, let's get into the content and let's see what we think about it.
I'm so tired of dating in this generation, bro. Story time. So I had started talking to this girl on Instagram who lives in a different state than me, but she was planning on moving to my state in 2026, so I entertained it. We started talking around November 2025, and we both planned on being out in Houston for the New Year's because we both have family out there. Cool. So I took her out on 2 days. We went to go eat, and then we went bowling, and the vibes was there. Like, she was funny. Like, she was cool at the time. Like, everything was going smooth. But most of the time when things start out too good, the inevitable happens. So we both go back to our cities, and after a little bit, we decided that we want to see each other again. And the vibes was right, so I booked her a flight, and I sent it to her, and I said, make sure everything looks good, because on Expedia, if you book a flight from Expedia, you only have 24 hours to cancel it. After that 24 hours, you're not getting a refund, and you're not getting any partial credit. I made that clear, right? The flight ticket was damn near $500, bro. She looked at it, and she told me that everything looks good, and I was like, okay, bet. I booked the flight on January 24th, and she was supposed to land on February 5th, which was yesterday. But on Monday of this week, I get a text. The text says, I just booked my nail and wax appointment for the trip, babe. She never called me babe. Can you send me some money so I can get ready to see you? And I'm genuinely confused, so I text her back the next day, and I say, like, that's not who I am, respectfully. Like, let me know if that changes anything. And she texts me, yes, it does. Respectfully, you can cancel the flight. Then I asked her, so even though I'm going to pay for the flight and pay for everything when you get down here for like dates and all that stuff, like, you don't want to see me because I'm not paying for your nails? And she was like, she's taking time off work and making time in her schedule to come see me. Wanting to be taken care of before she travels is the bare minimum.
Whoa. Let's start right there. Making time, taking off work and making time to come see you. Now, hold on. Wait a minute. This is a dual purpose drill. You're coming to see him because you want to see him, because you two are supposed to be filling each other out to lead towards a potential relationship. At least that's what I'm getting from the young man on this. And it's a life lesson. You live and you learn. I don't see any fault in what he did as far as buying her the plane ticket. I think if there is a mistake here, and it would, I don't even know if I can say it's a mistake, because if he's been communicating with her and all things sounded good, he didn't have any red flags, there would be no reason for him not to feel as though that she would flake on him. But what I will say, with this new generation and this new way of thinking, and because of where you met her on Instagram, I personally would not have paid for the entire ticket. I would have made her she would have had to have some stake in the game. She would have had to come up with half the plane ticket so that she couldn't be this disrespectful and this nonchalant about it, because she would have had some skin in the game. But by him buying the plane ticket and her not having any skin in the game, now it becomes, if you don't do whatever I say, I'll cancel the ticket and I could care less about your money. That's your money, dummy. And so that's basically the way that she treated him, because he met her on Instagram. And Instagram is full of a lot of, in my opinion, fake and phoniness. You got to make them have some type of stake in the game. They got to have some skin in this, because at this point, you're at her mercy. So let's let him finish. We'll give our closing thoughts, and then we'll move on. So let's let him finish.
That's what this girl told me. And then after that, I just said, you lame, and that was it. This shit just shows you how unappreciative people are. Like, I paid for your flight. I was paying for everything that you was gonna do when you got down here. I was gonna pick you up from the airport, do everything I was supposed to do. You can't even cover your own nails. Like, were you not gonna get your nails done regardless? Like, do you not normally get your nails done? Do you not normally get waxes? Like, what be wrong with y'all? That's my first and last time flying a girl out. I'm never doing that shit again.
So my thing is, and this is why it's very, very important when you're in the talking phase and you're talking to someone over the phone, that you have a direction and sort of a guideline as far as what you're looking for. So when you're talking to these people, you can ask them specific questions, and you need to ask them questions that people might think aren't good questions, that make people uncomfortable, especially if you're trying to be serious about, if you're trying to talk to this person in hopes of being serious. If you're talking to the person in hopes of something else where you're just having a fun time, that's a different conversation. But you got to ask them about their financial situation. You got to ask them about money. You have to ask them about how they save. You have to ask them about their job. You have to ask them about 401ks. And if a person is financially savvy, if a person is financially responsible, and if a person is financially literate, and they're on the same wave that you're on, that's not going to offend them by you asking them that, because they're going to want to know the same thing if they're serious about getting serious with you. If those questions offend someone and they start to say, well, I don't know you well enough to even be answering them, that's a red flag, and that should tell you everything that you need to know. This young lady is obviously careless with finances because it's not her finances. So she's a selfish, self-centered individual who only cares about herself and how she feels at the time. And she was only using this man, this young man, for his ability to pay for whatever she wanted. And the first sign of him not doing what she wants, it's, well, if you don't want to pay for this, it's the bare minimum. And he's right. Who pays for your nails on a normal day? That's like a man asking a woman to pay for his haircut. Well, once you're gonna get a haircut anyway, who pays for your haircut anyway? And as far as taking time off work to come see you, well, if taking time off work is a big chore for you to come see me, don't do me no favors, because you're supposed to want to see me just as much as I want to see you. You're not. I don't know who these people think they are, as if they're some type of must see, must have showtime situation where you're gonna do everything that I say in order for you to be around me. It's like, I don't, you think you're the last woman on the planet? Like, I don't understand that mindset, but yet it's the mindset of a lot of different people. Now, I know that he said that'll be the last time he flies somebody out. I would just go on the mindset of having a different kind of conversation with the next young lady that you talk to, and let her put some stake in the game, some skin in the game. And if a person is serious about coming to see you and they're serious about getting to know you, that's the bare minimum. They'll be okay with that by saying, you know what, I have no problem paying that. And if she did cancel, I'll give you your money back. But it would have to be a legitimate reason to cancel, not because you didn't do what I say and pay for more. Because had he paid for that, it would have been something else. This lady was looking for a reason to cancel on him, if you ask me. And it's unfortunate that you have a lot of people out here that want to see how far they can push somebody. And so you just have to be careful when you're out there dating. Air Gordon is going to be having something coming up real soon to help the single young ladies and help the single men out here match. So stay tuned for that. I will make the announcement. We're in the works of that behind the scenes right now. But you guys heard what I heard. You guys saw what I saw. That's it for this video. Keep sending them to us. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out.